guess I didn't. I'll give you this one.
No, I can get another one. I'll get another one.
Ready? Good, Yanta. Good to see you here this evening. Our service will begin on page 20 in your Rosh we begin with Baruch, gathering ourselves together to begin our prayers. And we rise on page 20.
Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach ve'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
May be seated.
Baruch Mavir Yom, maybe Laila, Umavdil Ben Yom, Uven Lo Adonai Tzevot Shemo, El Chai V'Kayam, Tamidim Lo Choleinu Le'olam Voed, Baruch Ata Adonai, Amariv Araviyim, Avat Olam Beit Yisrael Lamcho Ohavto. Ki em chayenu v'yorech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla ve'avatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch Ata Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Ve'ahavta
Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha v'chol nafshecha ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ולכתך בדרך ושכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להיות הידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם המזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. ואחרים יתרגמו להם רחבה לנו בכם. מהרעה טובה שנותן למסתם בדברים ושומר שמונדים לכם. ואיתם עושות זכרתם את כל מצוותיהם איתם קדושים לכם. Adonai Elohim Emet.
We continue page 24, bottom paragraph.
המעביר בנו בין גזרי ים סוף את רודפיהם ואת שונאיהם בטמאות טיבה וראו בניו גבורתו שיבחו ויודו לשמו ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ובני ישראל לך אנו שירה בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם מי כמוך באוהלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוספת מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה זה לי אנו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פדו אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גואל ישראל.
Bottom
bottom of page 27 together. Help us, our Father, to lie down in peace and awaken us to life again, our King. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us for the sake of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. You, O God, guard us and deliver us. You are a gracious and merciful King. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace, now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praised are you, Adonai, who spreads a shelter of peace over us, over all God's people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Ufro solenu, sukat shalomecha, baruch ata Adonai, hapores, sukat shalom, aleinu, v'al kol amo, Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim.
We rise, second paragraph, page 28.
Tikkun b'chodesh shofar b'keseh leyom chagenu ki chok leYisrael mishpat leElohei Yaakov Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah Bi'alamot divrach chirutei Bi'amlich malchutei B'chayechon Uvyomechon U'chayedecho Beit Yisrael Ba'gala U'vizaman Korib Ve'yimeru Amen Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam le'amei amaya Yitborach Vishtabach Vipoar Vitroman Vitnasei Vitadar Vitale Vitalal Shemere Kudisha Berichu Le'elo Le'elo Miko Bechata Beshiratam Tosh Bechata Benechemata Damiran Beyalema Vimeru Amen.
We continue with silent prayer, individual prayer, pages 30 to 39. When you finish with your Amida, you may be seated. We'll continue on page 42.
יתקרא ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועמד דברי חירותי וימלך מלכותי, חייכון ובימיכון ובחייכו בית ישראל, בגלו בזמן קריב ימרו. אמן.
Amen.
יהי שמי רבה מבורך,
לעולם לעולמי
יתברך.
יתברך.
יתברך וישתבח ויפור ודרמן ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשו בריחו לעילה לעילה מכל ברכתו ושירתו תושבחתו ונחמתו דמירם ביומו וימרו. אמן. תתקבל תלותנו ואותן דחו ישוע קודם עוון דבישמעיה וימרו. אמן. יהי שלום רבה מן שמעיה בחיים עולנו ועל כל ישראל וימרו. אמן. עושה שלום במרמיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל וימרו. Amen. Sit down. Yeah.
Good Yantif. So normally my custom has been on Rosh Hashanah evening to share some kind of story, uplifting, hopeful story, some story of redemption in one way or another. And given the year that we've just come through and the way this year is looking like it's starting, I have a slightly different story to tell you. That's not going to sound very hopeful. It's not going to sound like it's a story of redemption. It's a story of the invasion of stink bugs. So at our house, behind the garage, we have a little apartment. And see, when you walk into the apartment, you're in the little kitchen area, then you get to a little living room area, and then at the far end, there's a bedroom. Our house has air conditioning. The apartment doesn't, except it does have a window unit in the bedroom. And we've never had a problem with this window unit. I put it out in the spring. I take it out in the fall. So I get this kind of panicked sounding text a couple of days ago that you've got to take the window unit out of the window immediately. There are stink bugs that apparently are coming in through the air conditioning unit.
Oh no.
So, when I get home, my wife tells me that she has killed 50 of them. So I go up to the apartment, I look around, they're all over the walls. And okay, so I take the window unit out, I put it away, and I start hunting down these bugs and flushing them. Now, I am not a vegetarian, and I do not normally have a problem killing insects. I don't go out of my way to kill them. Like just a few days before, this must be a great year for stink bugs. I found one in the kitchen, and I picked it up, and I brought it outside, and I let it go. But every time I gathered a few of these bugs, like twice as many appeared from somewhere else. So I was scooping them up and throwing them in the toilet and flushing. And I think I got another 50 or 60 of them. And then Marissa came back to see how we were doing, and we started looking in the curtains. They were in the folds of the curtains. It was, they were endless. We must, though, have gotten most of them, because the next day I think we only found about 5, but all told, it was somewhere between 120 and 150 bugs. They didn't go past that one room. I don't know why. The rest of the apartment was clear so far, and the screen is up, so I think we're safe. But this invasion was the perfect metaphor for the year that we have been having. Like, every time we think that that things in Israel have got to be able to calm down a bit, maybe enough pressure so that the hostages will be able to come home, and then something else happens, and then something else happens, and then there are just more and more of these bugs, and more endless bad news for this past year. It is soul crushing to gather all of these insects and just kill them. It was equally soul crushing just to experience being a part of a Jewish community with family and with friends in Israel. It's been a soul crushing year. But, as I said, the last time we checked, there were fewer bugs. And when I looked just before I came here, I didn't see any. I didn't shake out the curtains. Because I didn't want to see any. I don't want any more bad news. I want to be hopeful. So I have to believe that there is always hope that the series of awful things will come to an end. So there is a custom to take the letters of the year, add up the numbers associated with those letters, and find other biblical verses, or phrases that equal that number. So we are entering the year 5785. Skip the 5,000, because that's too big of a number. And the custom is just to take the 785, that part, and look for phrases that hopefully will reflect upon the year or the year to come. So one of those phrases whose letters add up to 785 comes from Psalm 69. Ki tsar li maher aneni. I am in trouble. Answer me. That's the year we're leaving. Bayom ekra maher aneni. Psalm 102. On the day I call, answer me. This has been our year of calling, praying for the safety, the return of hostages, the safety of our family in the Middle East. And from Isaiah chapter 11, Nacha alav ruach Adonai, ruach chokhmah ubina. The spirit of Adonai shall rest on him a spirit of wisdom and understanding. We've been praying for the leadership involved in this horrible conflict, the leadership of Israel, and for whatever good it might do, the leadership of Hamas or Hezbollah, to figure out a way to accomplish their goal, recover the hostages. Spirit of wisdom and understanding. That's the prayer for the year which is coming. Or similarly from Exodus 31, Amaleh oto ruach Elohim. I have filled him with the Spirit of God. If everybody, the leadership on both sides of this conflict were filled with the Spirit of God, then Hamas would return the hostages. And Prime Minister Netanyahu has said, return the hostages and the Gaza war is over. That's what he said to the United Nations. We'll see what happens in the north, but the Gaza part would be over. Right? And what we want is raglei mivaser. I'm not really sure what this means. The feet of good tidings. I don't know what the feet of good tidings. We want somebody to walk into the arena of Israel, of war, and give the news that the hostages have been restored to their homes. Right? Our friend that we've been praying for all year has come back to his children and grandchildren. And Israel can get back to a normal life. Right? I'm going to be there in December. I would like to be there at a time and in a place where I don't have to be aware of where the closest shelter is. Right? The map of Israel for the last couple days has had the red alert symbols in every community north to south. That the entire country is huddled away in their safe rooms, in their bomb shelters. And that's no way to live. Okay. So to quote Seymour Rappaport, Alav HaShalom, of blessed memory, he used to say at the end of the Passover Seder, Ibra Yor nicht ärger. Next year, no worse. May next year, may the year that begins today be no worse than the year that we have just finished. It can't possibly be worse than the year that has just ended, right? So let's just do Seymour Rappaport one better and conclude our prayers with the thought, may next year be just a little bit better than this year. We'll continue with Kiddush on page 46. Please rise.
It's okay. Interesting. More or less. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei peri hagafen Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher bachar banu mikol am V'ramamanu mikol lashon B'kiddishanu b'mitzvotav V'titen lanu Adonai Eloheinu b'yavom Et yom hazikaron hazeh Yom teruah mikara kodesh Zecher Zecher Litziat Mitzrayim Kivanu b'chartam Miotanu kidashta mikol ho'amim Udvorcho emet Bekayam la'ad Baruch atah Adonai Melech HaKol ha'aretz Mekadesh Yisroel Melech HaKol ha'aretz Mekadesh Yisroel Melech HaKol ha'aretz Mekadesh Yisroel Biyom Hazikaron Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech haolam Shehecheyanu V'kiyimanu V'higiyanu lazman hazeh.
Page 48.
Oleinu leshabeach Adonako Notei Gerula leotzer Breshit Shelo asanu kugoyei harato Velo samanu k'mishmachot Adama Shelo sam chalkeinu kohen V'gor aleinu ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ועושה אורץ ומותק בשמיים ועושה זאת לא יתחתנו, רק נקבל רזכו. הכירו וכירו ישתק, אבל ישבה נכון לפניך. בועד גם ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
May be seated, page 52.
לדוד אדוני יורי וישימי מאירו חבשתי מאת אדוני יוצא יבקש לכל אמר לפניך ואני יבקש אותה שבנך מילות אליו ינו לנו שנדע כי אותו חמאס להאמנתי לראות בטוב אדוני בארץ חיים Kavi el Adonai chazak v'yametz libecho. V'kavi el Adonai.
Mourners and those observing yahrzeit, rise for Mourners Kaddish on page 50. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
V'yamad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei l'chol Beit Yisrael. Bagalav v'zman karim v'maru. Amen.
Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach
Le'alam u'lalmei al-maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei d'kudsha.
Berichu.
Barichu le'elam mikol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata da'miran bi'alma v'yimaru. Amen. Yahei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayi aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimaru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mrama Yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimaru. Amen. Our service tomorrow and on Friday will begin at 9 o'clock. At the end of the service, we have a beautiful kiddush. On Thursday, tomorrow, we would love for people to stay, enjoy the kiddush, and then either drive over or walk over to a tashlich service, a symbolic throwing of sin into a body of water. We'll be doing this at Aquinas College. So we're going to try to time this so we'll be in front of Temple Emmanuel at 3 o'clock, and we'll walk across the street to a pond with members of Temple and do a joint tashlich service. So it's kind of a long day. We'd love for you to come at 9 or whenever you want.
I'll be there about 11:30, remember?
Except you. It'd be nice to have enough people there at 9 so we have a minyan. But we have a cart of books in the back of the sanctuary for you to read and take home. We have a library, a beautiful library full of books. If you need a break, please go sit in the library, visit with friends for a while. We are thrilled that you are here tonight. We'd love to see you tomorrow. We'd love to see you next week at Yom Kippur, Sukkot, and beyond. Thank you for being here tonight. We will conclude our service on page 54.
Yigdal Elohim Chai V'yishtabach Nimtza v'yenei El Metziyuto Echad v'yen Yachid K'yechodo Ne'elam v'gam ein sof Le'yachduto ein lo demut haguf V'yeino guf Lo na'aroch elav kedushato Kadmon lechol davar Asher nivra Reyeshon ve'yen reshit le'reshito hino Adon olam v'chol notzar yoreh gedulato u'malchuto shefa nevuato netano אל אנשי סגולתו ותפארתו לא קם בישראל כמו שיוד נביא ומביט את אמונתו תורת אמת נתן לימואל יד נביאו נאמן ביתו לא יחליף הואל ולא ימיר דתו לעולמים לזולתו צופה ויודע שתורנו מביט לסוף דבר בקדמתו גומר לאיש חסד כמפעלו נותן לראש הרע כרשעתו ישלח לקץ ימים משיחנו לעבדות מחכה קץ ישועתו מתים יחייהו ברוך חסדו ברוך עדי יד שם תהילתו מתים יחייהו ברוך חסדו